80% of veterans are underrated because of lack of diagnosis, clear symptoms, and Nexus letters. So is a Nexus letter going to guarantee me a W when I file my VA disability claim? There is no guarantees with the VA. The VA is only reliable for like moving like a sloth and basically just sucking and full of excuses. So there are no guarantees. And then that kind of comes down to like who should write the Nexus letter. So the legal standard is a qualified medical professional. So depending on the type of claim, usually it's a mental health claim or like orthopedic, like broken bones and pain and migraines and sleep apnea and stuff like that is basically they fall in two different buckets. So qualified is a nurse practitioner, a PA, physician's assistant, or a MD, medical doctor. You may encounter one of those people in the CNP exam process, right? I've encountered nurse practitioners and doctors. So it's just qualified. I think they do that because they do farm these things out to nurses and PAs and stuff. I think that you should probably just go to a doctor because that's a gamble I don't want to take. I don't want to say my nurse wrote a Nexus and then I'm going up against a doctor. I mean, they outrank them a lot. So just go get a doctor, whatever you decide to do. There are no guarantees with it. So you don't need to get the #1 sleep apnea specialist in the world. The VA doesn't care about him. Just get a doctor that's qualified to talk about sleep apnea and the disability you have a claim for and make sure they understand how to write Nexus letters. The prices are all over the board because there's no standard for this. So I get, going with cheap Nexus letters. If you could find that, cool, but just kind of, when you're buying cheap stuff from China, you typically get what you pay for. So cheap Nexus letters, when you're Googling that, just do some research. Get 3 opinions. Mom taught me that, right? Get the cheapest one you can find, the middle one you can find. You don't need to get the most expensive one, so just get 2. I have no idea how effective your Nexus letter is going to be. Either does the person that's writing it, and either do you. Because once you get it, you have to file your claim, and it's up to the VA. It's up to a VA reader to make that call. And guess what? He's not a doctor either. He just interprets medical records and opinions. It's a doctor that writes an opinion linking your disability to your service somehow. That's all it boils down to. It could get as fancy as you want to get it, but it's really not that fancy. But you need one, so get one. If you want to learn more about the VA claims process, check out my boot camp. And if you need a paid Nexus letter, hit up my med team. Links are in the description.